everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me. So I shared my shabby chic journal that I'm making the other day. There's a little card that I made as well. I did share that on Instagram, and today I need to make a couple of tags. So my journal measures 5 by 7, so I want some smaller tags. I don't want great big ones. So there's the size there, you can see. I have them ready made, and then I don't have to start making a fuss. All I need to do is select the size I want, and I do draw around it. I'm using some mixed media paper that I've got on my desk that are offcuts from making my napkin journal earlier on in the week. Draw around them both, cut them out and put the holes in. Super easy. Now I've fast forwarded this video because although it's a basic process, it did take me about 20 to 30 minutes to make these two tags, with the drying in between and things like that. So I figured that if I just fast forward it, you don't have to see the drying and you'll still get the general gist of what's going on. So what I'm going to do is collage on both of these tags. So I'm going to use my Liquitex gel medium, which is fabulous, I love it. Some dictionary page, and these are some digitalised fabric samples. I can tell that they were fabric because you can see the weave in the picture, and these are from the same kit that I'm using predominantly in my journal. So I'm just ripping because I don't like straight edges on things, and then go over the top with the gel medium to, you know, seal it and keep that down, and cover the rest of it with some dictionary page, which is always a winner. It always works, it's always fabulous, and anybody can get a hold of dictionary paper from a second-hand shop. This paper is really fun. It came in a parcel that somebody sent me as packaging, and it's like a waffle effect. It's brilliant, and I just thought it'd be nice on there as some added texture. So yeah, ripping just bits of that up and adding it on, with the gel medium, being careful not to push out that nice dimensional shape that's on there. It's awesome fun. It's not strong enough to make pages out of because it, you know, it tears quite easily, but it gives some good texture on that tag. So just trimming off around the edges to make it nice and neat, and then I decide that I just want to tone the brown of that packaging down ever so slightly. So I'm just using a little bit of white acrylic paint and a dry brush, and just flicking over the top of it gently, just to tone it down ever so slightly, so that it's more shabby than vintage, although everything I do ends up being quite vintage rather than shabby, so I'm trying not to worry about it. So now I'm looking for what image I want to use. I decide I like the look of this lady here, but I don't want the full frame there, so I'm just tearing it to suit myself. I'm using Victorian Velvet to ink around the edges of the image and the tag. Sometimes Victorian Velvet is a nice alternative to vintage photo because it's like a dusky pink, but it's not a bubblegum pink. It is really lovely, and if you don't have one in your collection and you're looking for new colours to add, I would suggest that one. It's an old colour, but it's fabulous. Decide that I'm adding some lace, so to give us more of a mixed media feel. So mixed media does just literally mean different items. So paper is a medium, paint is a medium, lace is a medium. So if you're making a project that's got more than one on, then it's mixed media. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, only just like art and things like that. So it would be classed as a mixed medium tag. So I'm looking through my hoard of little bits and bobs, and it's these little bits and bobs that I love. You know, just little things with numbers on, and little things with handwritten bookkeeping type things on, and I love ripping them up and adding them on to, you know, it just accentuates the collage. It makes it feel more you know, authentic and vintage and shabby, and I just love it. I think it's brilliant. The little details. That is one of my favourite number tags there. I don't know why, I just love it. And then just added some wording that I found in just French writing, and that just finishes that off. And then I have to add a butterfly. I have to, it's kind of the law, and it, you know, everything looks better with a butterfly. Then I was going to put modelling paste on, but because I've already distress inked around the edges, I decided not to, because I know it'll seep and it can sometimes make an unpleasant colour on my modelling paste. So I've added this lace to the top, but it doesn't sit right, it doesn't feel right, so I end up removing it and using ripped up cotton. And the ripped up cotton that I use is a bed sheet, a single bed sheet. I tea dyed. I cut it in sections. I didn't tea dye the whole thing all at once. I cut it in sections and tea dye bits that I need, and then if you just cut it and rip it, you get a straight length, and it's a good alternative to seam binding, and it's cheap as chips. So I'm doing very much the same on the second, layering and collaging. And one thing that I do to these tags after the video is I do splatter them with watered down white gesso. I don't do it on camera, but I decided when I finished filming that it just needed a bit of white, so you'll see that in the thumbnail. So again, here we're just sticking and gluing, collaging. It's so easy to do, and you can just get you know, just relax and just enjoy it. I find that the less you think about it, the better it looks. If you agonise for ages over where you're going to put what, then it doesn't. I think it works out better if you don't think and just put things wherever, because then if they look kind of haphazard, and you know, that is the whole idea of collage. It's not meant to be structured, it's not meant to be neat and tidy. It doesn't even matter if things are upside down. So here I'm just making this image suit myself by making it smaller by ripping it, and I think that's a lovely image, that one. It's a photograph sat on a dresser, and you can see items on the dresser. It's very shabby, I love it. And again, I'm using just tiny elements, fussy cut elements from the French haberdashery kit, and I ripped them further. These handwritten numbers, which are like bookkeeping or accounting type, absolutely love them, love it. It really just adds a bit of something to your images if you're doing collage in a shabby or a vintage style. So just having a look on my desk, seeing what I can use, and adding this because it's just got a little hint of blue. One thing I love about this kit is that it's got some very lovely shabby dusky pink and pale blue tones in it, which I've not come across in any other kits, and that's why I really like it. So because I've not inked around the edge of this one yet, I'm able to add some modelling paste. I find it sometimes a little bit tricky. I think I take the stencil off too fast, so you will see me here, you know, doing it I do one section and then take it off and do it again, which is fine. If you catch it quickly, if it's not quite right, just use your palette knife, scrape it off and do it again. So that's what I end up doing here in the top corner, because to me it's not a clear image. I think the modelling paste that I've got is not brilliant, but I'm not replacing it until it's empty. So there we go. So that's that one done. So that's my two tags. I think they're absolutely lovely. I'm going to add some cotton to the top of that one, the same as the first, so that we've got consistency. We've got similar backgrounds, and we've got, you know, because I've used things from the same kit, they're going to go together nicely. So there you go. That's my two tags for today. Be back shortly with some more and show you the journal when it's done. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video today. Hope you'll give it a try. Bye for now.